6 p.m. I call this meeting to order. Neil, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have several minutes to approve. We have the October 3rd non-public special work session. Do you have a motion?
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Now we have the October 11th non-public work session. Motion to approve.
I make that we approve these minutes. Second it.
All
October 11th.
those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Oh, Neil, you were absent, and Mike was as well. Oh crap, I guess it's, this is tabled.
Oh, then,
Ooh. Yeah, I guess the
right,
next
that was
one's
why.
tabled as well.
we don't have
All
it.
right, so we've got the, holy crap. Tabled again. Hey, we got one. All right, so the October 19th tax rate setting minutes. Motion to approve?
So
Make a
moved.
motion to approve it.
Neil.
I started to.
A second.
I'll second.
Aye.
All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
I abstain since I wasn't there. Motion is approved. Announcements. The Select Board will meet on the following dates, 6 p.m. on Monday, November 14th and 28th for the regular meeting. Also, there will be a work review session prior to the regular meeting that will start at 5 p.m. Presidential elections. There's going to be a presidential election coming up on Tuesday, November 8th. And polls will be open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Plymouth Elementary School on Old Ward Bridge Road. And volunteers are needed to help at the polls. I guess there's going to be a lot of registration that's going to occur at the polls. So please contact Town Clerk Karen Freitas, at 536-1732 if you'd like to be helping out with registrations. Town offices will be closed on Friday, November 11th for Veterans Day, and a ceremony will begin at 10:30 a.m. in front of Town Hall, and all are welcome. And all of the above meetings will be held in the Town Hall unless otherwise posted. Citizens wishing to be listed on the Select Board agenda should notify the Town Hall before 12 p.m. on Friday before the scheduled meeting. There is also going to be a Halloween festival. I need my glasses for this one. Plymouth Parks and Rec is putting on a Halloween festival. It's going to be Monday, October 31st, and it's going to be 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. All are invited to attend. It's a free festival. So come celebrate Halloween, trick or treat, Main Street businesses and after-school program staff on the Common, and play games with Katie and the Common. So, there's also, I was reading the whole thing, I take it, but there's also a not-so-haunted house at the Penny Youth Center on the 31st as well, 4:30 to 5:30, for everyone that might be a little bit squeamish. And all are invited to attend, and there's also a haunted house at the Penny Youth Center. And that's going to be a little bit scarier, I guess, and that's at 5:30 to 6:30 at the Penny Youth Center. And then trick-or-treating for Plymouth residents and guests will be Monday, October 31st from 5:30 to 7:30. Okay. And I get to announce the tax rate of, the meeting that I missed, unfortunately, but the tax rate was set. And I have it in front of me someplace. Oh, where is it?
It's on
Where
the
you have it.
agenda.
Oh, Neil has it.
Oh,
Oh, I got that.
Okay.
So the tax rate for this coming year is $25.17 per thousand. That's up from $24.44. And there were a couple of adjustments that had to have been made, which drove the rate up. I don't know if the chair would have announced that as well, but primarily it was to account for the monies that Midstate Health Center appealed, our decision to charge them taxes, and they had it, basically they sued us. And what happened was, we went to arbitration, or at least, we had a judge rule that we would find them exempt from taxation, and we had to pretty much rebate their taxes that they paid in 2014. And that was about $65,000. And so therefore, they were exempt from that. We don't charge them taxes from that point on. And because of that, tax rate went up, what, 70 cents?
73.
73 cents.
63
Did
of
we also
which
have a
was-
large increase from the county?
It was a large increase, or large-ish. There was almost an 8%, it was actually like 7.1 or something like that. 7.1% increase at the county that they ascribed for all towns. But as it's reflected in actually the tax rate in a town, it's kind of minuscule. It might, I don't know, was it 10 cents or something like that, or 7 cents?
Yeah, I think it was 10 cents.
So it was really the mid-state.
That's it,
Settlement.
mid-state. Any other comments on that one, or? Okay. Well, next up is, Joe's not here.
Want any reports?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'll come to that. Not like Mike. So, our highways department has a couple of POs. Well, actually, one PO. No, two. So there's a PO for Pike Industries. This is, given to us by Joe Fagdon. And he's estimating that there's going to be about 1,800 tons of screen sand that are going to be needed for the upcoming winter season. And there are 2 deliveries scheduled, and the PO is for 19,000. Is there a motion to approve?
I move we approve it.
Is there a second?
I second.
I'd like to make a comment.
Go ahead.
There's somewhat of a shortage of sand this winter, because Campton Sand and Gravel has been the largest
Sure.
producer, and they're shut down.
Yeah, well, so he said Pike and Belmont, I guess they're going with, so.
They're going to bring it up, probably.
Well, thank you, Neil. Well, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 All righty. Oh, crap. So, there's another PO that, well, let's get this going. All right. Oh, Kathy, why don't you help me out here? So what's this void on?
Apparently, it was one that you approved before. That must have to do with him finding out it was going to cost more money.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I think that was.
so
one
you're
of the-
voiding the one that you approved before, and you're approving this one tonight.
Okay. So we're just signing this, right? Or do we need to approve the increase?
Mhm.
All right,
You're
Yeah, we
approving
already signed
the
it.
19, yeah, the 19,000.
All right, so therefore, this goes with that. Pass that down.
They signed it.
All right, so next up, we have Chief Clausen.
Good evening.
Hey.
Evening.
Good. What's that?
Any repeat patients?
That's not chewed up.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
So Chief, you've got a purchase order for us to take a look at?
Yes. What this is it's a purchase order for DA White excavation to, next to the fire station. We purchased the property from the Boyles. That driveway is kind of sunken and it runs right into the basement garage that's there. And there's a hydrant that is now getting run into on a more regular basis than what we would like. So the proposal is for DA White to come in and build a slight retaining wall up to bring that grade up so that the most of the water actually runs down towards the storm drains, and to move that hydrant back closer to the fire station building, so it's not like it right out in the middle of what we're now using as the driveway. Reason why we're building a retaining wall and just not closing off that garage door is because we use that for storage of our forestry trailer and whatnot. So that wall is actually gonna come out, and it's only gonna go up about 3.5 feet, and we want to make enough room where we can still use that. And then probably in the spring, we need the apron to be torn up and repaved. So this is just for filling gravel and moving the hydrant. And we haven't been very successful with getting any paving companies to return our phone calls to come and give us quotes. We have one, but it's getting at the end of their season, and with the trying to get quotes for the dirt work has been like pulling teeth, because everybody's like, they've got so much work and they don't have enough employees, so they're just not getting back. DA White did get back, so that's why we're going with his proposal. And I hope that he's got enough time left in his construction calendar to get this project done. So, and that is, that this monies would be coming from that bond that we did for improvements to the station. That's where we're at with that.
So you're putting in a new drain
There is a
at the bottom?
there is a pump there just on the inside of the door. So with what we're doing is actually gonna lower the amount of water that actually does go in there, but when they're in there digging, because they gotta dig up all the concrete, so that any water that goes down actually goes down in through. And we're gonna take a look at that if we have to just put in a little section of pipe to add to that little sump drain that's existing now. But as far as where the door comes down, we still will have a little bit of water going in there, but it's been kind of working within that system for quite a few years. So,
You gonna maintain the door? Or
yeah, we still gotta use the door.
you're not gonna like concrete it up or something like that?
No, I mean, if we were gonna do that, then we would just concrete it up and fill right up to it, but we really do need to use the space that's in there.
Make a motion to approve the purchase order.
Okay. that's-
Second.
All right, motion and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Thanks, Chief.
All right, thank you very much. Have a good night.
Okay, Chief.
All right, any new or other business?
He looks like she has something to say.
Oh, she looks like she has something to say.
We can go back to visitors. We have some students here tonight who,
Where are visitors?
it's
I
at the
see.
beginning of the agenda. But we have some students here who
Okay.
would like your signatures.
Okay, so who do we have? All right,
Have them come up front.
yeah, why don't you come out?
Come on up front.
Get you on camera and they can validate it.
They'll only sign it if you come up front.
Yeah,
That'd be part of the public record.
who's your teacher? course.
Also, Mr.
Yep,
Blank.
all the blanks.
Yes.
And, all right, so, and you're here for,
What's the name of your course?
Civics honors.
Civics?
Civics honors.
Some of us are
Some
in
of
just
us
regular
Civics
civics.
honors. So we're all in civics. 4 out of the 6 are civics honors.
what are you like, too?
We're in just regular civics.
Oh, okay,
Awesome.
very good. Well, thanks for coming.
Glad you're here
So you
tonight.
can-
Do you want to sign it?
Yeah, sure.
You want to, yeah, each of you can grab.
Yep, yeah, grab somebody.
Sure.
Thank you.
All right, so,
You may want to sign it. Oh, no, okay.
Giving her your autograph, Bill.
It's not worth anything.
for the 1022?
Thank you guys for coming.
What the heck?
Ben,
Thank you.
Here you go.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have any correspondence? All right, now I'm going down the list. Okay, so, any new or other business? I'm getting there. Committee reports.
Who wants to go first?
I have none, so my next one is the November the 7th.
Well,
Yep.
on September 27th, we had a campus community council meeting, and it was very well attended by people from the community and people from the university. And we had police and fire and apartment owners. There had been, well, it's publicly known that we've had some disturbances, and it's been upsetting to people. And out of the discussion, it was revealed by Steve Temporino that the university is some proposals to bring students back onto the campus more, but they're having a really hard time with the students using their cell phones for texting, and they have these like flash mob parties on the spot without any warning, and it's difficult for the police. But they're working on it. And then
What are you targeting as far as like a time thing to get people back on campus? Because
I couldn't tell you what the time frame is, but I think the university administration is serious about trying to alleviate this situation. Then I'm on the board of directors of the North Country Council, and we had our annual meeting on October 12th, and we discussed many projects that we're doing and all our finances. And we're going to have a dinner coming up this Thursday at the Common Man. And if I don't know if it's too late to get on the list to go, but it's the annual meeting for the organization. Okay. And President Donald Burks is going to speak at that meeting. And then this last Tuesday, we had a meeting of the Conservation Commission. You were, I believe, prior to that, you and I met with representatives of the Conservation Commission and the engineer from Verizon, Mike McCloskey, up on the site behind O'Reilly's, and regarding the application for a cell tower that they're planning to put in. And I went back up again with Mike Vignali, our engineer, and with Mike McCloskey, the engineer for Verizon, and we pretty much came to an agreement on what they're going to have to do to satisfy our requirements for the Conservation Commission and the hydrology of the site, basically. So,
That'll be before the planning board, and I think the November
yeah,
17th meeting or
they're
something like
in the
that.
process of revising their engineering blueprints to reflect our needs. And, I'm confident that it won't disrupt the flow of hydrology. There are a lot of problems along Tenny Mountain Highway. The state has inadequate drainage under the highway. The more development you get, the more impervious surface you get, buildings, asphalt, and that accelerates the flow during storm events. And so I failed to mention that Sharon Penny and I attended a meeting, I think it was October 10th, for we were applying for a grant from the New Hampshire DOT to finance sidewalk improvements. And one of the most important sidewalk improvements that we had in our plan was to extend the sidewalk all the way down to the traffic light on Tenny Mountain Highway. And the traffic lights at Tenny Mountain Highway are already pre-wired for a walk light, but the state will not activate it until we have the sidewalk. And there is a lot of pedestrian traffic down there, and it's dangerous.
So, in fact, it's kind of interesting you mentioned that, because at the grand opening of the Fairfield Inn,
Right.
the developer was there, and I was talking with him about the fact that if someone were to want to go across the street from the McDonald's sidewalk, there's a McDonald's sidewalk right there.
Yeah.
It'd have to target the other side of the street of, where the sidewalks are coming around, the west side of Highland. And what they need to also maybe target is the east side, at least down by CVS, just so that you won't have people, risking
Well,
their
right
lives.
now, it's not good.
Right.
And we, out of all the communities that put in applications for this funding, we came in fourth. But we're still in contention with the state DOT, and we're hoping we may get some funding for some. We had other sidewalks that were on our priority list, such as Avery Street up to the hospital. There's a problem there. There are many, many pedestrians, and in the winter, you know what it's like trying to walk in the road with the snowbanks. And so, plus we wanted to do some sidewalk improvements at the intersection of Old Ward Bridge Road and Highland Street.
Reservoir.
And Reservoir,
Straight
yeah.
Shot, yep.
So we're still in contention for that funding, and we're in there. We're going after it.
Do they fund like the top 5, or?
Well, we don't know what the state's going to decide,
Yeah.
but we made our case.
Good. Since we're going around, Mike had attended the recent planning board meeting for me, and but as Neil indicated, I was at that balloon display of where the Verizon tower is going to be. And the Energy Commission hasn't met for a while, but we're scheduled to meet on Wednesday. So that's it for me.
Okay. Yep, so I was at the planning board meeting, and there was a difference of opinion, as Neil stated, with the engineering plans from the applicant versus what the town engineer, and I'm glad to hear that they're working out those differences. I also attended the chamber meeting that took place on 10/13. They're doing a lot of work to the chamber website. They are also putting together a program where they're going to have the director of New Hampshire State Travel and Tourism showing up for a morning meeting, and she's putting on some sort of I'm not sure what you would call it, but it was very popular a couple of years ago when she came. It's going to be $5 for members, $15 for non-members. It's going to be November 3rd, 8 to 9:30 a.m. It's going to be at a PSU location. That's all I have.
Okay. Any unfinished business? Are there any comments from the public? So therefore, anyone want to entertain a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.
Aye.
Aye.